born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, March 13th, 2025, 6:30 in the morning. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we help people work less and earn more by teaching them how to trade with our simple but powerful and accurate proprietary trading indicators. To trade, you need the right tools and the right training, and we think we provide both. And we're so confident that we can help you guide you on this journey that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So with that, we first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll see what the market has this morning for us.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We like to be very transparent in what we do. We train with a number of different tools. We've got videos, we've got group training, we've got personalized one-on-one, and we also have these live trades where an experienced trader comes on line, kind of walks you through their thought process of how they evaluate a trade. We've got a dozen different trade strategies, so there's different ways to skin a cat, and we kind of customize or fit a trade plan based around your availability to trade and your risk preferences. So what I'm going to show you this morning is one of the trades that I prefer. I do 3 live trades a week, a Monday afternoon, at 3:30 Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30. I think both Monday and Tuesday's trades closed profitably. Every afternoon, I send out an overnight trade setup, which is a different trade strategy. This is to help you see that it works and also to teach you. Every day when you become a member, we do a live trade in the morning at 10 a.m. We also do a live trade at 6 p.m. And then during the week, we have trade pattern alerts rather than sitting and kind of going through the, manually hunting for the trade setup you're looking for. Our software allows you to kind of program it in, and it will notify you when a trade setup occurs. Last month, the trade patterns alerts had a very high return rate of 28% for just a month. I like to work through a little checklist that makes sure I don't forget anything. And where is my little checklist? every morning I refresh the green chart, keeps the memory running faster and picks up any updates they might have done. On days where I do have a bad trade, and nobody does this at 100%, you're going to be anywhere from 60 to 90 accuracy, and depending on how you manage your stop losses, it should be profitable for you. But you want to go back and be able to take a look at the trades that didn't go how you thought. Our indicators are predictive, and we've got a simulator in it that you can go back and not only back test, but also go to a specific time when you took a trade and see exactly what the chart was showing you. More often than not, you're going to get some information that helps you improve next time around. We are technical traders. We are trading on the price action. However, news does impact currency prices. So we want to know what news events there are so that we can basically trade around them. I like to look at Forex Factory to get those news events. And Forex Factory breaks news down into kind of three categories. Yellow, which is low impact. I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I also ignore those, but some people do pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. These are guys that I want to trade around. And this morning on the USD, we've got the PPI and unemployment claims. So with that, we won't trade the USD this morning. I don't like to trade within a 2-hour window of a news event coming up, because the market starts to move before the official announcement, because some people have access to the information beforehand. And it becomes too easy to get stopped out, because these news events could cause a large move that are not reflective of what the indicator is telling us. And by the time the indicator picks it up, we're stopped out if we have a trade beforehand. So we will not trade the USD this morning. The trade I am going to do is something called the 10-point trade this morning. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart, but you can take it off of any chart. The longer the time frame, the more pips trade could be worth, and the longer it will take to make its move. On a 1-hour chart, trade should close within 1 to 3 hours, and trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot tends to be 11 pips. If I can carve 11 pips out 3 times a day, I'm doing pretty good. But you will see there are occasions when I do let trades run. But 20 pips a day, and you are making terrific money. My target is 30 pips a day. So with that, let's go and take a look. There are kind of 3 parts to the chart. The majors and minors, the TNTs, and the pressure. The chart we're trading off of something called the Light 6 Major. It's one of our standard charts. I start with the middle section of the chart, the majors and majors and minors. And this red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So basically, I'm looking for situations where we are overbought and the lines are coming down, and I want to catch a run like this. And then you can see we've got the over the course of 3 hours, we've got 3 red candles, which is worth 27 pips. Or I want to catch when we are oversold and going up. I want to catch that. And again, you'll see we catch it, even if we catch it here, 40 pips. So that is what I'm looking for. So here we are oversold. And I know we're not going to trade the USD this morning, but part of what I want to do this morning is kind of teach you to identify the setup. So oversold, everybody's going up. That's the second thing I'm looking for. Third thing is I want this crossover where the green is on top and the gray is on top. We have that. And 4, I'm looking at the slope of the green line, and I want it to be greater than 45 degrees. It is. The one thing I don't like about this setup is it's been hanging out oversold for a bunch of hours. It's been hanging out. I prefer when, it comes down and then goes back up. So we've got the first test. Once I've passed this, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting what I see here. Thick orange. Each of these is capturing a rate of change at a different rate or different pace. Thick orange is flat. Thin orange is going down. I want these going up. So I already have 2 that aren't meeting my criteria. Blue lines, when they go down, that means buy. They're inversely related. So the 2 blue lines are telling me buy, but I want to have at least 3 of the 4 here telling me buy. So I don't have that, so I'm going to pass. Euro USD, we're kind of in the middle of the channel and sideways. Pound USD, middle of the channel, sideways, overbought, sideways on the miners. So we're going to pass. So if I don't see what I want here, I don't need to look at the rest of the chart. Oversold. Miners have turned, but majors are still sideways. Dollar Swiss franc overbought. Majors still going up, miners sideways. Dollar yen overbought. Majors still going up, miners have started to turn. So nothing. So I've cloned this chart. And I've got 6 more currency pairs, and these are non-USD. Euro pound, we turned in the middle of the channel. Everybody's going down. Australian dollar yen just reaching overbought. Miners are sideways. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's sideways. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar overbought, going up. Can I make 10 pips when I'm overbought and take a trade? Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. I don't want to get stuck when this turns, having a buy and then it going down back through the channel. Pound yen. Overbought, majors still going up, miners are sideways. Euro Australian dollar, overbought, everybody's coming down. I've got the double cross of blacks on top and the reds on top, and I have good steepness in the green line. So I have all 4 elements that I'm looking for. I like that the green line has entered the channel. Only thing I don't like is that we've been hanging out overbought for a while. Orange line coming down. Thick orange coming down. Thin orange going up. So I may have one of the 2 here. Dotted blue going up, which means sell. Thick blue coming down. So I may have 2 of the 4. I want 3 of the 4 to pass the second part of the test. So since I don't have it, let's keep looking. We can maybe come back. Normally, if I saw this, what I would do is then, if I had everything I wanted, I would go and look at what my confirmation that the setup is good is to look at what's going on the 2-hour chart and the 4-hour chart. So this chart, rather than be a composite chart showing me different currency pairs, it's just showing me one currency pair with different time frames: 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart, 8-hour chart. And what's relevant is the 2-hour chart has 2 hours worth of information in it on each candle and each line. 4-hour chart has 4 hours of information in it. And I want these two, I want us to be overbought, which we are. Lines don't necessarily have to be going down, but they are. That's good. And I want the 4-hour to be overbought. 4-hour is telling me, this is telling me there's still more up in the movement. So since there's more up in the movement, there's a chance that I could get stopped out here because this is going to keep pushing up. If this were overbought, if both of these lines were above the blue line and going up, that's okay. But since they're below the blue line, this is telling me there's still more here. So I would pass on that. So let's keep looking. Canadian dollar, yen overbought, majors going up, minors down. Euro, New Zealand overbought, everybody's going down, double cross. Steepness is better than 45 degrees. Again, I don't like it because we've been overbought for a while, and you can see what's happened. It's, it moved quite a bit since it was overbought. So here's a case where 83 pips over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. So you could have made your 10 pips here. So jumping up, so I've got what I want here, jumping up to my TNTs, thick orange coming down, thick blue going up. So only 2 of the 4. I want 3 of the 4, so I'm going to pass. Pound New Zealand, these two are kind of similar. But here, actually, we don't even have, this slope on the green line is less than 45 degrees. So we're going to pass. New Zealand dollar, yen, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top. And good steepness on the green line, better than 45 degrees. Only thing I don't like here, I don't mind that the miners have kind of run through the channel. Everybody's still going up here. But I generally don't like to take trades when the green line is more than halfway. So I'm going to pass. Other reason I would pass on this is it's evening in both of these markets. And since I'm trading on a 1-hour chart, I want one of these markets to be actively trading because I want my move to happen within 1 to 3 hours. So since it's not actively trading, it's going to take longer for my move to happen. So I'm going to pass. Gold, $1. We just reached overbought, starting to turn. Euro, Swiss franc, overbought. Miners are sideways, majors still going up. And the last chart of 6, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross, but we don't have the steepness on the green line. Swiss franc, yen, overbought. Everybody's sideways. Euro, yen, overbought. Majors kind of going up weekly. Miners sideways. Pound Australian dollar, overbought. Everybody's coming down. Reds on top, blacks on top. And the steepness is better than 45 degrees. Again, I don't like that we've been up here for a long time. We don't have either of the oranges telling us sell. We only have the thick blue telling us sell. It's only 1 out of the 3. We do have the pressure. I want these lines either going down or I want the red line on top. We do have the red line on top, and the green line's pulling away, so that's a plus. So since we've looked through everything and we haven't really found a trade, let me see what the confirmation on this looks like. So we're going to go over here, pound Australian dollar, overbought sideways, and we're overbought here. Red line is hit the blue line. So we're overbought. So when we're overbought on both of these, there's less of a chance of us stopping out. So I like this. On some of the trades we have, the take profit is kind of predetermined. On other trades, you have to figure it out. This is one of the trades where you have to figure it out. So I'm going to go to a clean chart and take a look at what the trend is and what where the support and resistance are. Let's see. All right, so I was looking at this before. Pound Australian dollar. So we're trading into an uptrend. Been going up for the last 3 weeks. So we're looking at a sell. So we're trading against the trend. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And I like to crunch up the chart so I can get more data points. And you can see it hasn't traded up here in a long time. So I'm going to just drop the lines in based on what I'm seeing up here. And you can see the candles seem to stop here. And the candles seem to stop right in here and also in here. Usually on Euro USD, these tend to be about 40 pips apart. Here we're at 2.0546 and we went to 2.06. So that's about 50 pips. 50 pips from 46 to 00, 55 pips. So I probably feel more comfortable using this blue line as our spot. Now, when I draw these lines, let's see here. First, I'm going to take the Fibonacci off, so we've got a little cleaner, and then I want to know how much room I have from where we're at to I want to know from how much room I have from where we're at to where the line is. So here we're 51 pips down to the black line, and we are 26 pips down to this line, and we're about 4 pips back to the line. Six pips back. Since we're trading against the trend, I'm not gonna do a take profit to the line. I'm gonna go less than the line, and I'm gonna probably just go to this candle here because I want to get in and get out. So that's 13.9 pips. Now you can see we've had a big run up here. And when there's big moves like that, there's something called a Fibonacci. Again, this is kind of advanced, but a Fibonacci, Fibonacci was an Italian mathematician, and he figured out that there's this recurring pattern in nature on tree leaves, on things that are kind of visually pleasing to the eye. Like if you set up a photo with a kind of a Fibonacci framework, which is very pleasing to the eye. And it replicates movement in trading. And when there's a big run up, like there is here, things retrace to the 38% mark. So you can see we're starting to get, there's a big run up. It seems to have stopped, and it should retrace down to here, which is on the other side of my support line. Now, because I want to get in and get out within an hour, I don't like to trade within outside of these lines, because you can see as it comes down, it bounces, it bounces, it bounces. When it goes up, it bounces, it bounces, it bounces. So if I took a trade in here and the take profit was somewhere over here, I'd have to wait a long time for it to break through. So since I want to get in and get out within an hour, I'm going to limit my trading to within these bands. So I think, let's just take a look at the chart one more time. And I think we can go ahead and get that 11 pips. So everybody's coming down. Overbought. So I'm going to make an exception, even though we do not have the TNTs in our favor, because we've had this big run up. I'm going to go ahead and take the sell. So we're going to take a sell on the let me just double check here. 14. We're going to take a sell. You can take it in your simulator or on if you're using MetaTrader. We're going to take a 14 pip sell on the pound Australian dollar. So pound Australian dollar, I don't have it here. So I'm going to go to a file, new chart. It's going to probably be in this third group here. Pound Australian dollar right here. Open it up. I'm going to change it to a 1 hour chart. So I'm looking at kind of the same thing. There's a wide spread here, 2 pips. 2 pips is a lot. But since we're taking a 14 pip trade, we can cover that. I'm going to click. Now, this is a demo account. It's got 15,000 in it. My lot size. So if I click new order, my lot size is the volume. And the rule of thumb I use is just move this over when you're trading at 200 to 1 leverage. Move the decimal place over 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.57. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm going to just take the 1.57, market sell. It records it. Then I'm going to right click, go to modify. And I said I wanted 14 pips. So 14 pips is 140 points. I just add an extra 0. Click the little blue button that does the math for me. And then I'm going to use a 3 to 1. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a 2 to 1. So we're going to use 28 pips, 280 points. Click the little red button. And then I'm going to go to modify. And I want to just see where we are. I said I wanted to go kind of toward the end of this. So I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit because I think we can get a little bit more down to here so that we're within this candle. And oops, I want to and we're above. Our stop loss is above here, so there's less of a chance. I'm going to just pull this up just a little bit more. We're at 2 to 1, so there's room to do that. All right, so we took a sell on the pound Australian dollar. with a take profit of for like 14 pips, with a take profit of 2.05806, 2.05806, and a stop loss of 2.06324, stop loss of 2.06324. I'm going to expect this to close within the next 3 hours. If you want to learn to trade, there's lots and lots of information out there. It's really hard to figure out what's good information, what's bad information. We've been doing this for 16 years. We're very good at it. We've got a Better Business Bureau A+ rating. We've got very high Google reviews. You want somebody who has the right tools and who can communicate it well to you. Our programs will work with you for a year, and we are so confident that we can get you to do this profitably. We'll let you trade with our money once we've trained you. So it's a win-win for both of us. We make money when you make money. So our interests are aligned. Now, we just spent 30 minutes figuring out this trade. With the indicators, we can set it up so that when the setup that I'm looking for shows up, it will send you an alert and say, hey, it's there, go take a look, so that you don't have to sit in front of a screen and watch a lot. Now, the trade that we took, it was I identified it before we came online, and you can really do what we did in 30 minutes and 5 minutes. But since I'm explaining what I'm doing, it extends it. But being able to say, hey, the trade is there, go look at it, and if you like it, take it, that's a big time saver. You can do this 60 to 90 minutes a day, make 20, 30 pips, and you're going to be set for life. Join me this afternoon for the afternoon live trade, and we will, when I send out the overnight setup, and then we'll see you again on Monday afternoon. Have a terrific afternoon, a terrific day. And as I said, I expect this to close within about 3 hours.